I am reminded of time engineer kill my entire team.
Damn, Heavy, that's, heavy. I'm sorry to hear that.
I search entire base for him. He tries to kill me with turret and mini turret, but I crush his toys like they are made of paper.
Sound like some crappy toys if you ask me.
Then I find him, hiding by teleporter. I take his gun away from him. He tries to hit me with wrench. So I take wrench away from him. I take his wrench and shove it down his throat, all the way down to the handle.
Christ!
Then I rip off all his fingers one by one. Let's see you build toys now! There is blood everywhere! And he is crying! I think he cries out for mother, but the wrench is stuck in his throat, and it sounds like Is this not the funniest thing?
That is some up, man.
So how long you been with those Team Fortress fellas? That seems like steady work.
I do not understand.
The game's been on Steam for like 3 years. I imagine there was an audition process.
Oh, yes, I understand. I kill many men very quickly.
Excuse me?
I kill record number of soldiers, and I am commissioned to join the Red Team.
So, Taicho, I hear you fancy your fancy self a bit of an internet celebrity.
There's a distinct difference between fancying yourself something and actually being something.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you because of all the traffic.
I hear no cars.
I'm talking about all my crazy web traffic, Ivan. This guy thinks he's some kind of strong bad with his GeoCities account.
Yeah, we have a convention. Last year, like 60 million people came. That's a lot.
Just because your attendees weighed as much as 60 million people does not mean that's how many showed up to your rinky-dink dinky shrink.
Well, we'll be sure you don't get a pass next year.
Ha! Like any convention is worth its salt distilled from the sweat of 1,000 gamer dorks without me.
Fucking Chihuero.
You have hands like young girl.
I got a regimen, yo. I keep them shits moist.
So you are more of sneaky, stabbing type.
In an extreme circumstance, maybe. Or if someone's being a huge asshole.
I keep my eyes on you.
No. I wasn't implying... Shit.
You have woman?
Not with me, no. But yeah, I have woman.
She is pretty?
Yeah. Cute, glasses, red hair.
She has the red hair?
No, Heavy. She is not on the other team. You don't have to kill her.
No, but I love the red hair.
Well, you can't have her either. Maybe we can work something out.
I guess that's a good hand. Like a baby hand. You have baby hands.
Baby hand!
Seeing all these aces reminds me of this dream I had where I could use a playing card to read people's minds. Do you ever have any weird dreams, Mr. Weapons?
I sometimes dream that I am killed. There is blood everywhere. But I wake up and I realize this is ridiculous. Nobody can kill heavy weapons guy.
Right.
This treehouse of nerds pales in comparison to an even more secret club that I go to.
In Strongbadia, somewhere between an old tire and a pile of dog shit. Maybe you have to knock 3 times on the skull of a dead hobo in the bushes, perhaps.
Ha! You wish you knew where it was. And even if you did, they wouldn't let you in.
Hey, Heavy, I bet you and I can talk Tetris.
Tetris is baby game.
You ever play Tetris Attack? That game keeps it hood. Am I right?
Why does everybody think I love this Tetris? It is just stacking.
You make a decent point. It is just stacking.
I don't trust you one bit, rabbit.
It's okay. I don't trust myself.
How do we know you don't have a never-ending stack of aces wherever you put your gun?
Well, you don't, but you're welcome to look.
Max, how'd you learn to play cards?
Funny you should ask. This one time, Sam and I were busting up a crime syndicate down in Atlantic City. A road job.
Indeed.
Yeah, so we're tailing this low-level mafia bum for an hour, and he pulls up outside a casino, and before he can go in, Sam says, "Well, little buddy, we better nab this guy quicker than a Pittsburgh driver taking a left on a green in rush hour." I couldn't have agreed more. So I grab a tire iron out of the back seat, right? Hop out of the DeSoto, and pummel this guy like a piñata!
How?
Blindfold and all!
Yeah, that doesn't really answer my question.
You asked me a question?
Any of you guys ever listen to Limousine? Or are they still too cool and underground?
Ugh.
Sam and I spent a lot of time listening to our police scanner, or the Johnny Cash stuck into the DeSoto tape deck.
Whatever. In like 5 years, when everybody listens to them, and they've crowned me official tour sloppy seconds haver, you guys are gonna be begging me for a backstage pass. Just begging. Hey dork, hey dork, hey dork.
I assume you're talking to me?
You know it. What sort of chintzy setup do you have at home?
Well, I built my desktop. It's pretty nice. I've got, let's see.
Yeah, I hate you, whatever. I've got like a 500cc super core compe with like a tetrabat of graphics and all the bells and whistles. Actually, the entire computer is made out of bells and whistles.
So it's completely custom.
Yeah. And those bells and whistles are made out of flutes and oboes. It's okay to be jealous of my style.
I'll keep that in mind.
This reminds me of the time Flint Paper beat the snot out of that poker instructor, Artie Flopshark. He was a total scammer. See, Artie was squeezing our friend Jimmy Two Teeth for money after teaching him to play some game that didn't really exist.
What was the game called?
Omaha? Maybe Topeka. Someplace horrible.
Omaha's a real thing, Max.
Well, don't tell that to Artie Flopshark. Flint socked him until he promised he'd never play or teach it ever again.
Hey, dork take. You can't be a video game fanboy without digging the complete library of Videlectrix titles, am I right?
I am a proponent of the classics, certainly.
Classic? I'm talking about Videlectrix's latest releases.
Like...
Like Snake Boxer 6. Now the snakes have fists too.
That would make the snakes a greater threat.
That's the point.
Tycho, is there a lot of criminal activity in the Pacific Northwest?
Same as anywhere else, I suppose. It has its douchers, sure, but there aren't any real villains.
That's all right. Sam and I could subsist on a limitless supply of 2-bit hoodlums. Oh, or if you know of a cabal of greedy corporate monsters hell-bent on blanketing an entire generation in a deep exploitative sadness, that'd do.
Oh, so chains of used video game resellers? Yeah, we got those.
Strong and bad. How is boxing career?
These are my hands!
I was boxer once, in school. We have to either box or learn to herd goats. I am not good with goats.
Too much information, man. You're too much information, man.
At first, I do not like punching other boys. But then I learned to love it.
So, Heavyman, they got those guys on the corner that sell bootleg DVDs off a blanket in your country?
I like movies, yes.
Yeah, like what? Fists of Knuckles? Beneath Fists of Knuckles? Fists of Knuckles babies? Classics!
No, my favorites are The Dirty Dozen and the first 20 minutes of Rocky IV.
I'm supposed to tell you that is a great hand, but all I want to do is this.